Hey everyone, today Group 6 is here to give a presentation on Chapter 7, Individual and Group Decision Making. There are 8 subtopics in this chapter. The first subtopic is about comparison between rational and non-rational decision making. There are 4 ways to make a good decision, which are keep your mind open, prioritize your decisions, move on from mistakes, and practice mindfulness. There are 2 kinds of decision making, rational and non-rational. Literally, the meaning of rational is based on clear thought and reasons. So, managers should make logical and optimal decisions. We have 4 stages to make a rational decision. First, identify the problem or opportunity. Whether you are confronted with a problem or an opportunity, the decision you are called on to make is how to make improvements. The second stage is think out alternative solutions. After you have identified the problem or opportunity, you need to come up with alternative solutions. The third stage is evaluate alternatives and select a solution. In this stage, you need to evaluate each alternative not only according to cost and quality. Recent research confirms that firms can make better decisions if they utilize these tools in the decision-making process. The last stage is implement and evaluate the solution chosen. With some decisions, implementation is usually straightforward, but with other decisions, implementation can be quite difficult. When one company acquires another, for instance, it may take months. There are 3 assumptions of the rational model. First is complete information, no uncertainty. You should obtain complete, error-free information about all alternative courses of action and the consequences that would follow from each choice. The second is logical and emotional analysis. Having no prejudice or emotional blind spots, you are able to logically evaluate the alternatives, ranking them from best to worst according to your personal preference. The third is best decision for the organization. Confident of the best future course of action, you coolly choose the alternative that you believe will most benefit the organization. Okay, now I'm going to talk about non-rational decision making. There are 7 hindrances when making a decision. There are complexity, time and money constraints, different cognitive capacity, values, skills, habits, and unconscious reflexes. Imperfect information overload, different priorities, and conflicting goals. Managers make decisions based on intuition that stems from expertise, which is a person already has the knowledge about a person, situation, object, or a decision opportunity. So, it's also known as a holistic hunch. The other intuition is based on feeling, which is the involuntary emotional response to those same matters, and is known as automated experience. Okay, next is the other subtopic to explain how managers can make decisions that are both legal and ethical. Legal means an act is in accordance with the law. Ethical is about concept of right and wrong behavior. According to a recent study, the top reason for CEO departures among America's largest companies is unethical behavior. Before we make a decision, we can walk through the decision tree by asking the following questions. Is the proposed action legal? If yes, does the proposed action maximize the shareholder value? If yes, is the proposed action ethical? If no, would it be ethical not to take the proposed action? If yes, don't do it. If no, do it but disclose the effect of the action to shareholders.
7.3 Evidence-based decision making and data analytics. This part is divided into 3 main sections. First is evidence-based decision making. Second, in phrase of data analytics. Third, big data, what it is, how it's used. Evidence-based decision making have 7 implementation principles. First, treat your organization as an unfinished prototype. Number 2, no bag, just fact. Number 3, see yourselves and your organization as outsiders do. 4, evidence-based management is not just for senior executive. Like everyone else, you still need to sell it. Number 6 is all else fails, show the spread of bad practice. Number 7, the best diagnostic question, what happens when people fail? In face of data analytics, first, data analytics is increasingly done with specialized system and software. Second, some leaders and firms have become exceptional practitioners of data and analytics. Big data, what is this? How is used? Big data is storage of data software that conventional database management system cannot handle them. meeting customer needs, then improving human resource management practices, enhancing production efficiencies, adding public politics, using big data up and down the higher ranking. 7.4. Artificial intelligence is a powerful decision-making resource. Type of AI have divided into three parts. First, automated business processes. For the company example, Fox. Collaborative robot work alongside employees to set the entire body surface of a Fox Vista in just 25 seconds. Library module. Algorithm sit through large pool of application by scanning resume. And the second type of AI is data analytics. For the company example, Wells Fargo. AI screen customer transaction to detect suspicion, perception, and fraud by detecting out of pattern behavior. IBM, the company Watson Technology can perform genomic big data analysis to determine cancer treatment options for people with tumor who are showing genetic abnormality. Third type of AI is customer and employee engagement. For the company example, Morgan Stanley, Robot Aviation analyze client portfolio and provide customized investment strategy based on real-time market and trade. The company chatbot Julia has answered over 5 million customer questions and made automated train bookings. AI benefit. AI will transform the world as we know it. Humans could be relieved of some of the drudgery of work and even some of the time commitment to their job often required. Organizations continue to use AI to develop competitive advantage. Enhances decision making is a thematic benefit of AI. AI drawback. AI has a unique set of challenges that must be overcome. First, AI implementation. Second, data issue. And third is cost. Graph behind it shows that the benefits of AI.
7.5 for general decision-making time. Prioritization and tolerance for ambiguity. Prioritization refers to the extent to which a person focuses on either task and technical concepts or people and social consent when making decisions. Tolerance for ambiguity. This individual difference indicates the extent to which a person has a high need for total on control in his or her life. First, the directive type. Action-oriented decision makers who focus on facts. People with a directive type have a broad tolerance for ambiguity and are oriented towards tasks and technical concepts in making decisions. Second, the analytical type of decision makers who look for information and alternative choice. The manager with an analytical type has a much higher tolerance for ambiguity and respond well to new or uncertain situations. Third, the conceptual type decision makers who rely on intuitions and have a long-term perspective. People with a conceptual type have a high tolerance for ambiguity and tend to focus the people or social aspect of a work situation. For the behavioral type, the more people-oriented decision maker. The behavioral type is more people-oriented for the first time. People with this type work well with others and enjoy social interaction, even opinions are unfairly in charge.
7.6 Decision-making biases. 10 common decision-making biases. Use of time or priorities. The availability biases, using only the information available. The representativeness biases, faulty generalizing from a small sample or a single event. The confirmation biases, seeking information to support your point of view. The sunk cost biases, money already spent seems to justify continues. The anchoring and adjustment biases, being influenced by an initial figure. The overconfident biases, blind to our own blindness. The hindsight biases, the I know it all along effect. The farming biases, shaping the way a problem is presented. The escalations of commitment biases, feeling overly invested in a decision. The category thinking biases, shooting information into buckets.
7.7 are the basis of good decision making. Because you may often have a choice as to whether to make a decision by yourself or to consult with others, you need to understand the advantage and disadvantage of good decision making. There are 5 advantages. Firstly is greater pool of knowledge, different perspective, intellectual stimulation, and then is better understanding of decision rationale. Lastly is deeper commitment to decision. However, Therefore, as the advantage, firstly is a few people dominate or intimidated. Groupthink, state efficient, and lastly is poor displacement. Characteristic of group decision making. If you are a manager deliberating whether to call a meeting for group input, there are 4 characteristics of groups to be aware of. Firstly is they are less efficient. Their size affects decision quality. They may be too confident, and last is knowledge counts. All management experts offer the following do's and don'ts for achieving consensus. For those are use active listening skills, involve as many members as possible, seek out the reason behind arguments, seek for the facts. And for those are avoid not moving and horse trading, avoid making an agreement simply to keep relations amicable and not rock the boat. Finally, don't try to achieve consensus by putting questions to a word. More group problem solving techniques. Firstly is brainstorming for increasing creativity. The risk advocacy, the dialectic method, and lastly is project postmortem. Number 8. Career corner managing your career winners. For core is critical thinking or problem solving. Other characteristics is personal ability. For knowledge is understanding the business. And for soft skill is decision making. And for attitude is self-motivation. Career corner managing your career winners. Improving your critical thinking and problem solving skills.
Reflect on past decisions, establish a decision methodology, demonstrate this competency during a job interview. This is the end of our group speech. Thanks for your attention.